As summer fades, the weather begins to cool, the leaves change, and life falls back into familiar rhythms. We are presented right now with the perfect opportunity to reset, to reflect on what's past, to plan for what's ahead, and to take tangible actions to improve our everyday lives. So whatever the past few months have looked like for you, wherever you're at right now, I hope you'll join me in taking these small but important steps to improve your life before the end of the year. And all it takes is willingness to start, a decision, creating a plan of action, and then faithfulness to take small daily steps in the direction of the life you want to create. During the summer months, life tends to get a bit hectic. We tend to do a lot of traveling, you may have kids out of school, and just generally it's a season where we often tend to relax our routines a bit. So if you got a bit off track over the summer, now can be a great time as students go back to school and as our lives start to normalize a bit, to revamp your routines and to set new rhythms. So spend some time reflecting on your morning and evening routines and think through if there's anything that you might need to change to better align with what you want your days to look like. Maybe it's waking up earlier, reading, getting movement in, eating a healthy breakfast, or in the evenings, limiting screen time, taking time to prepare a meal, or even this could be as simple as just intentionally spending time with loved ones. But I'd recommend spending some time mapping out your ideal morning and evening routines. What would the perfect start and end to your day look like, and be specific. And then from there, try to identify a handful, maybe 2 or 3 habits in the morning and at night that you want to begin regularly implementing to improve your quality of life. And with just a bit of intentionality, you can really strategically leverage the beginning and ending of your days to nourish your mind, body, soul, and relationships. Start making decisions now about how you want to spend the holidays. Do you want to travel? What will you be doing? Whose family will you go to see, or will you try to see both sides of the family? How much do you want to spend on gifts? Waiting until November or December when the holidays are already in full swing to make these kinds of decisions is just a recipe for stress. So start making decisions now about what you want Thanksgiving, Christmas, the New Year, or any other holidays you may celebrate to look like. Make a budget for gifts, start planning any travel, but then also too, I'd recommend reserving and really setting aside plenty of quality time just to enjoy the season. It can be really easy just to completely pack out our schedules with all kinds of events and activities around the holidays. And so getting ahead of that and planning for rest can be really helpful. So start putting those plans into place now. That way, as the holidays approach, you can feel like you're coming into them prepared and ready for the season rather than feeling like they snuck up on you. We all know just how important hydration is to the everyday function of our bodies. But something that I've only been learning about more recently is that hydration isn't just about drinking water alone. It's vital, of course, but replenishing your electrolytes is also key. Electrolytes like sodium, potassium, and magnesium help regulate your body's fluid balance, ensuring the water you drink is properly distributed between your cells and tissues. This is especially important in exercise, in hot, humid conditions, or I found them to be such a help too when breastfeeding. I started taking electrolytes regularly about 1.5 years ago, and let me tell you, they have been such a help. These are my favorite, these ones from Element. A big thank you to Element for partnering with me on today's video. If you've never heard of them before, Element is a really tasty electrolyte drink mix with everything you need and nothing you don't. That means a lot of salt and no sugar, which is important to me. And Element can help prevent and eliminate headaches, muscle cramps, sleeplessness, fatigue, and other common symptoms of electrolyte deficiency. I particularly notice a difference with headaches. They're something I've always been prone to in the past, and I've hardly had any in the past year, which has genuinely been such a gift. They're so easy to make too. Just pour 1 packet into your glass or bottle of water. This is the orange salt flavor I've been loving recently. Give it a little stir. They dissolve really quickly. and then enjoy it. They're honestly so refreshing. Right now, Element is offering a free 8-count sample pack of their most popular flavors with any order. It's a great way to try out fan favorite flavors or to share Element with a friend. Personally, I love giving those sample packs away as gifts or even thinking ahead a little bit, a stocking stuffer. And hey, that's what we're doing in this video anyways, right? Planning for the rest of the year. So get yours at drinkelement.com/Ashlynne Eaton. This deal's only available through my link, so go to drinklmnt.com/Ashlynne Eaton. So try them out. I know you're going to love them. I've been a fan since long before they were a sponsor. I give you a recommendation for the flavor. I had the orange salt today, but honestly, all of them are so good. I know we don't really like to think about it, but the days are already getting shorter, the nights a bit longer, especially if you're someone who can be really affected by the weather. Maybe you get the winter blues. It's a good idea to plan ahead for the colder months. A couple things you can do: make sure you're getting proper nutrition, spend plenty of time outside, but then something else that I find really helpful is leaning into hobbies. I don't know about you, but if I'm not intentional about it, my screen time tends to skyrocket the moment it starts getting darker early. That tends to do the opposite of help how I'm feeling. So something I'll try to do starting around this time of year to kind of counteract that is to lean into screen-free hobbies. I'll start a puzzle. I've been getting back into watercoloring recently, practice embroidery, or even just play games with Christopher. Those are just some of the things I do. You can really take this in whatever direction you want. But setting aside intentional time to practice hobbies can be a great way to help you feel calmer, more connected and creative. Hobbies naturally get us out of our heads and off of screens. They're a great way to lean into and to really enjoy a sense of coziness rather than dreariness during the colder months. Writing out a bucket list of all of the fun activities that I want to do is one of my favorite ways to welcome each new season. They're a great way to draw inspiration for fun activities that you can do if you have a free evening or weekend. I love that they also provide some gentle accountability so that you actually get around to doing all of the things that you say you want to do. Maybe you've been saying you want to go apple picking this fall, do a corn maze, visit a pumpkin patch, or around the holidays, maybe you want to go see some Christmas lights, host a cookie exchange or Christmas party. A bucket list can be a great way to keep all of those goals in one place. It's like the fun version of a to-do list. So maybe you want to write out one of all the things that you'd love to do before the end of the year, or maybe you want to do a couple. Maybe you want to make one version for fall and one for the holiday season. Go with whichever option is going to work best for you, but fill it with fun ideas and activities that will really encourage you to make memories and to cherish the time that you have in the final few months of this year. Before life gets busy over the holidays, take some time to schedule any overdue appointments. Maybe it's been a while since you visited your dentist, your doctor, gotten your blood work done. Here's a gentle reminder to stop putting off those appointments you've been postponing, to actually go to the doctors to get that thing that's been bugging you checked. I know this is the type of thing that can be easy to just want to ignore or to not think about, but by prioritizing, checking in on, and getting up to date with all of your health-related appointments now can help you to enter the new year with a baseline of well-being. The colder months are on the horizon, but they're not here quite yet. So take advantage of the glorious weather that we get during the fall to spend as much time outdoors as you can. Go on a hike or even camping, enjoy watching the leaves change, or even just enjoy your morning coffee outdoors. Spending time outdoors is so good for your mental, your emotional health, and it quite literally relaxes your nervous system. So take advantage of the weather and just enjoy, make the most of the change in seasons. When was the last time that you did a deep dive into your finances? If it's been a bit, maybe it's time to review your budget and to get clear on your goals. See if there are any unnecessary subscriptions you might be able to cut, areas you want to cut back on spending, savings you want to set aside, or hey, maybe even you want to create a plan to get out of debt. Right now, we're in a perfect window after any summer travel and before the holidays to really get ahead. So take a close look at your income, your debt, your savings. You can let the results of your financial audit influence the flow of what types of goals you want to set through the remainder of the year. It's a great idea to really take a close look at your finances and to correct course as needed before the holidays so that you can end the year on a strong note financially. I did this recently and we were able to make some really important financial moves that, to be honest, before doing it, I didn't even know we needed. So this is definitely something that I'd make a priority. During the summer months, and especially if you're coming back from travel, it can be really easy to fall out of a consistent fitness routine. Let's just be real, it's a lot harder to work out when you're away from home, away from your equipment, your routine, but even often I find when we come back, it can be challenging to return to our previous rhythms. So if fitness and daily movement has looked a bit sporadic for you in the past few months, use this as your signal that it's time to get back on track. There's still plenty of time to finish the year strong, so why not commit to a challenge to practice daily movement every single day for a month? Or if you want something a bit more structured, challenge yourself to properly go to the gym and work out 4 or 5 times a week so that you can reset your fitness rhythms and just integrate it into the everyday schedule of your life. I really find that bit to be key. Often our biggest struggle in working out isn't actually the physical act of it, but it's in creating and finding time for it. So maybe that means getting up a bit earlier or committing to working out immediately after getting off work. Whatever that looks like for you, I want to encourage you to build time for fitness into your daily routines. Something I often like to do around this time of year is to schedule a massive decluttering session of my home. I find that after the summer and before the influx of stuff that tends to come into our homes and our lives around the holidays, there's this perfect window of time that we can use to simplify. So in the next few weeks, try to set aside a couple of hours, an afternoon, maybe an entire day if you need it, and just go through your house room by room and declutter. Get rid of anything you don't need that's not adding value. If you have duplicates or triplicates of something, try to keep only the one that you love and use the most often, and then donate, sell, recycle, or even just throw out what you find. Even if your home might not look cluttered at first glance, often there's a lot of things that we just don't need hidden in closets, behind cabinets, on shelves. So really take a close look at what you own and see if there might be anything that you're ready to move on from so that you can make space and create peace in your home going into the holiday season. Well, friends, I hope that this has given you some practical ideas for ways that you can finish the year well. But now I'd love to hear from you. What are some of the things that you want to do to finish 2025 strong as we head into and look ahead to 2026? Be sure to let me know what those are in the comment section below. As always, friends, thank you so much for watching, for being here, and I will see you all again very soon.